All right, are we back? Hmm. All right, I do it. So that will do it. Let's see. Testing right. Sorry, everybody. Hey, Karuba. Hey, Karuba. Hey, Jojo. Hey. Hey, I have somebody in here. All right, so it must be working. Job, Jonathan Gonzalez. How are you doing? I'm trying to. I had some problems with this earlier, so just trying to figure this one out. Good man and you. Yeah, we're had a few. Trying to make sure that works. Guess we're just gonna. The sound is gone. You can't hear me at all. Not not a single thing. Okay, it must have been my gate. Okay, perfect. All right. Did you find me on the? How'd you find the link? Can I ask? Did you find it in the search? Perusing, and then you saw me. This helps me know, like, if I'm doing it right or not. Oh, you're the. Oh, okay, so you're already following me. Okay, okay, okay. For sure, for sure. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Just a goofy platform. All right. That looks like it's good. You're the reason I play better Rengar. How has that been going for you? The deck is so good. It's so amazingly good, dude. It's really something else. I just I just keep eating people up with this deck. Tried switching to another deck and I was like, this deck is so underpowered compared to the deck I like to run. All right. I see. Get some tunes up. Here. I placed 4 and 23 players. What? Really? What were your matchups like? That's amazing. And yeah, I'd love to hear how you did. All right, versus Aurelia win versus Master Yi win versus LS win. versus Victor win. Lilia win. Versus Vex lose. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, Vex is pretty much the hard counter. Allegedly. You still did really good. Did they run a top 8 in that bracket? Alright, we're going to get down to business. Yeah, the Vex isn't that hard. You just need to really set yourself up really well. So it is harder, without a doubt. Like, it's harder. Like brass tacks of it is, yeah, that's hard. But it's not like auto win when the Vex gets, fighting a Vex. You can work around it. Hey, are we stuck? Games. There we go. Welcome. Hello. Gonna do this. We'll run it like that. Oh, the Inferno is better up. Am I playing the starter deck? Interesting. Greatest, huh? Pretty much kill me. I think this is the best we got. We did not get a great. I'm a fraud. The problem, I'm a fraud. Why score for the BF? Why not score for the battlefield? Because he can just roll over me and I won't have any units. But I can roll it. We both have assault, so whoever goes first is a loser. He got out pretty fast, so instead I'm gonna like stabilize on him. If he hits me with a falling star, pretty much screwed. Knocks us. Murdoch's madman. I'm getting destroyed by my Rengar. What's going on? What's happening? Gonna. Yeah. What's going on with your Rengar? Here. Israel locals 2-0 me, the Poppy Dazzling 2-0. Yeah, the Israel. He must have just high rolled you. Seems like. But it's switch. But go. Back. Give up control of this battlefield. That Jinx. That out, and then we're done. Not too bad, not too bad. I think we pretty much have this one in the bag now. Kill the Jinx? Yeah, I got it. Thank you, bro. Send a Fury Room to the deck. What you doing? I see, I see. At a loss for words. There we go. Yeah, you got that. He's gonna try to ride the wind on me. 6. That. Dang, we don't even really need to do we? I can bring back. Just retreat. Just do a full. He's done. Please, thank you. Sorry. Sorry. Oh no, not that. Yeah, man, I don't know. Murdoch's. I don't know what to tell. I'd have to see it. If you were able to record your matches, I'd be able to like review. That would be very interesting for me. You know, it's Ugh. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, he's got everything. Everything's alt. Everything is alt. Uh. Uh. Hmm. Let's rock 6. Seven, 3. I think the Pirates Haven needs to be removed. You're running Pirates Haven. Let's play me Killbird. 7, 3, 6. In here. Can't have this guy. That. And then see. Oh, what this guy's doing. How are these units so big? Hmm. You guys are pretty beat. I kind of feel like I just build up in base against this guy. Anytime you're ready, a unit gets you plus. Yeah, I think that might be a little too slow. You need something that's more interactive. I can only do so much. I do 1, 2, 2. I do 3. I have to look this up in a minute. I have like a super high cognitive load. Let's go. wish I had. Results. Pirate save. Yeah, pirate saving's a little slow because it's a 3. If it was gear for 2, then I think that. I am. Seven. Kaisa. Let him waste all those runes. Trying to make me do something at that point. I just don't know what to replace it with. And then if I cut it, I have to cut Misfortune as well. This is in your Rengar deck? You have Misfortune in your Rengar deck? And up here. 5. We can do Kaisa up here. 10 and 1 power. You should send me your deck list and I'll take a look at it. Seven, huh? I come in here. Actually, we're 2, 1, 2. Move Jin. They just 6. Two, 3, 5. 2. 2, 3. 6 now. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Use these. Oh, you can't put the link in here. You have to whisper it to me. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Yeah, just whisper it to me and I'll take a look when I get a moment. What you should try is try copying Ratchet's build and then building off of there and making changes as you need. The 8 might. Crazy. This is going to be a crazy play. What a crazy play was that? Oh my god. Clip that, chat. Oh, geez, that top deck. That was the craziest top deck. Oh, boy. That was exactly the one thing I needed. Otherwise, this was going to be a long game. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You're a crazy guy. It's so wild. It's insane. Let's see. Can it? It's so wild. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with this. Probably don't have. Low. We're definitely taking this deck downtown. Taking this deck downtown. Got ye. There we go. You're gonna charm. There's no way he's. You want to end? The you have up his sleeve. All right, we're gonna go to. Discipline. Oh, what a complicated interaction. It does. Okay, all right, jeez. Do I want to? Yeah, let's get. Let's. God, this Scuttle Crap's so good. And you get the Irresistible Faithful too. I'd be like one. I mean, it is. The thing I'm sad about is there's no star. Trinity Pores. Two, one, two. I think I have to avoid. All right. Well, that works. Let's go. I don't think he knew he was defending. I don't think he had any idea that he was defending. That Rengar's. Eight. I'll work. But he's not going to play Viamon. Worry about that. Oh, he's at 7. Better. This will do Star Spring. Well, we got that first game. Let's go. Are you still in here, Headman? Outward Borough. What I should have done. I'm gonna check that deck out in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold her up. I'm gonna check that deck after this. I'm gonna take a look at it and I'm gonna see how to fine tune it. You send it to me in Whisper. He's done. Okay, cool. Pull that up real quick. Which reaction video. Decklist reaction video. How do I pay for the fastest freaking internet possible? Oh, it's a TCG arena deck. Do you have a Piltover archive one? Or can you copy paste the deck list? Just the text? And then I'll load it up. I'm gonna pee. Chat's fine. You might have to old fashioned way. Can you he does have plus. What I was taking. Okay. Runs 5 miles sunken. Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, we're checking the deck list. Oh. Six. Another Rengar. Action. Devious. You got a lot of stuff here. Madman, just yeah, it's definitely me. Or whisper it to me so I could take a look at it. I'm interested in kind of how your deck's. I copied. It. Already what I'm looking at. This is a lot of. It's really top heavy. That oh, that's got to be the side. Hmm. I think I'm gonna have you. Yeah, just whisper it to me when you got it ready, and I'll take a. Gonna run one while you're doing that. I got it. Sorry, dude. All right. Let me take a look at this. Okay. Yeah, this. Tired. Might have to call this soon. No problem. You're helping. Yeah. Okay. So, Chosen Champion is the best Rengar for sure. Seen this. Hmm. Yeah, it looks good. I don't like it though. Not for this deck. Trying to do it. I can tell you right now, your biggest issue is gonna be there's no 2-drop right off the bat. Have no 2-drop. Oh. Your let's see. Power curve is pretty high. Big. I'm gonna do a ratchet. So you can see here right now, there's 0 power costs with the, but everything costs a lot of power. And the thing with the power is that it's just going to continuously set you back, and you don't have cheaper units. Like your biggest enemy here, I can tell you with all this what power cost and high unit cost is yourself. And have, let's see, only 19 units, which is kind of low. Rengar. and you have 17 spells. Oh, 17, 18, 19 units would be great for Isa or something like that. But with Rengar, you want to be definitely more unit heavy. And probably lose to Vex. Where you're probably losing is on turn 1. And if you can hear me, Volfem, I'll tell you my thoughts on Vault Breaker. I'll just start with Vault Breaker. I wouldn't run this card. It's a 1, but it's 1 and it's 1 power. This is like one of those late game cards. This is kind of like Punch First. This is a card you don't play right off the bat. But for like, so see, Ratchet's deck out, right? Mathematically, you want to have at least 8 2-drops. 9 puts you really cozy. 8, you maybe have like a 20% chance to not draw. I'm just pulling that number out, but there's a chance to not get your 2-drop, but you need a 2-drop. Definitely need to start getting some board presence right away, especially with the legend. And you want it to, you just really want to start hitting it right away. And you can tell in this deck there's 13 spells and 27 units versus yours. It has, 8 more units than you do, 8 more bodies, and the bodies cost less power. So immediately what I would do, which is probably going to improve your win rate, like the Akshan is definitely more of a sideboard card because he's useless without it. Heard Scrap Haven, Vault, and Misfortune add 2-drops. We'll look at it like this. So Vault Breaker is a 1 and it gives you 2 assault. Doesn't work. Versus Inferno, which is an ambush, so you can play her as a reaction and also has a body. So a lot of the times, like when I'm playing, if they Void Seeker your unit will Vault Breaker, I mean, or Hextech Ray, or just nuke it, Wages of Pain, something like that, you're kind of just like, well, I guess I'm done. But with Inferno, you have a completely separate unit, so just the interactions a lot better. I'm tired right now, so your Akshan is sideboard card for sure. I would not run a main deck because if they're not running gear, sure, yeah, but you also don't really have like a lot of tempo. Like you have negative tempo because you're missing out on your 2. Even Irelia runs like a drop. So if you do first thing I would do is I'd run 3 of these because these things are godlike. These are not really helping you. I don't think they're bad. What I would do, first thing I would do is I'd start to remove. And then 3 punch first is a lot. But I would probably just do 2. Draw more than, you want them kind of spread out. And as far as the math goes, you want them kind of spread out. The confronts are really good in Ratchet's deck, but you could like do without them per se. But Smite is I don't see where it works. I would just run another challenge because smites only at a battlefield. So I would definitely remove these smites. And then the Pirate's Haven is just too slow because you can't play it on turn 1. You need something on turn 1. You need the Fae. You need 3 of these. These is going to be one of the strongest cards in your deck because it's pretty much just charm. Let's see, Inferna. And then as far as 2-drops go, energy. As far as 2-drops go, you have your choices. Like if you want to be more defensive, you have Poro. I don't think he's that great though. But you want to make sure that you're not losing any power. Your power. The important thing is like establishing your board presence early. You don't really need this because this is just a win more card with your Rengar legend, because Rengar, it helps you make things stronger automatically. I personally wouldn't really run this one. And then yeah, I can see an argument for Legion. I've seen other lists with Legion Rearguard, but I don't like deramping. I can see an argument for it for sure, but I'm in the same boat. I don't like deramping. Anything I would ramp up, but this one's already got 1 might. You don't want too many 1 mites in there. I mean, I'd even argue this guy. He's not really built for this deck. Really, you're looking at like Mirai, and you can use that if you want. If they're hidden, and it can nuke something for 2 damage and create a 4 might difference. Better in Poro. I mean, you can go with Pit Rookie. Yeah, so then you got Gem Jammer. I feel like I'm about to copy Ratchets. And Akshan, sideboard. Sideboard. Kiana is okay, but Kaisa is just better. Kiana has Deflect, which is pretty good, and you can either choose to channel 1 rune or draw 1. But almost always you're going to want to draw 1. So if you can manage your runes, then you're fine. The Rengar, I think that this Rengar is probably better for your build. With Misfortune, I'm just going to put her on the bench for right now. And then you have your second Rengar. Snapvine is good. Well, really what you should do then is you should get this is a super cheap card. And instead of Kiana, I just run him over to the bench, just because he also has Deflect and he's got ganking. So that kind of covers the base with this Rengar. And then the Pike is good too. I'm trying to do this in a way where I'm not copying. The Snapvine is good, but it would kind of depend on if you feel like. I like 2 challenge. You can probably get away with 1. Is the guy playing the typical Ezreal? Let's go. you need another Nidalee. Nidalee is like Kaisa and Inferno put together. So like your power cards are going to be Nidalee, Jhin, Kaisa. I can see an argument for 2 Kaisas and 3 Jhins. Especially because his Jhin got deflected. If you need things with deflect, I mean the Rengar pouncing is good, but once you get above 4, Frigid Touch, Bella's Breath. That's okay when you're fighting the Ezreal. You want him to burn all those, and then thrill the hunt your guy, and then move him around. You know, there may be a bunch of things where you're just he just knows how you play and he could play around you. But if you're worried about deflect, then just run Pouty, to be quite honest. If you think that he's going to be a problem, if I was running into a guy like that, I'd just run Pouty just for the defense. You can also do Petrocite Monument if you want. But that's only for a turn. Now, if you're doing Arachnid Horrors, like, it's good. I like Arachnid. Rengar is just better. He's cheaper and he does the exact same thing. Costs the same amount of power. He has the same amount of might. And we played at reaction speed. This cannot be played at reaction speed, and that's one of the things that make Rengar so good. That's why there's 2. I could see an argument for 3. The Dead Bloom, it's the same thing with Rengar, because Dead Bloom, Rengar is just better in every way. He comes out faster and he can be played at reaction speed. So if you're gonna do this, I would just add a 3rd. The problem is you're top heavy and you really want to get dominance early. This is okay. What's the stats? It's 20. Oh, and if you're not running this guy is godlike. This guy, Apothecary is absolute. This is going to be one of the most valuable cards in your deck, because when he Frigid Touch and then Bella's Breath your guy, you Grim Apothecary him, and what it's doing is you'll protect your guy and you'll stay up in cards. You know, this is card draw. Just think of it like card draw. You're able to make him waste spells, and then let's say he burns Frigid Touch, Bella's Breath, and you're like, all right, well, I'll pop this guy at a battlefield, send him back to my hand. And then if you really wanted to, you can play him like Prismaticus and plays him and just throws him out on them. Because that's why he's here instead of this guy. And Rengar is pretty good because you could play him to base, because he's got reaction speed. Like that his card text is not ambush. So you could sit here and so you have, what's your curve look like? See, and then your old curve, let's see. Deck build. Hey, no, where's your see your other curve? Your deck's curve kind of looks like this, like a zigzag, like a crypto chart, you know? and you really want it to be, having a lot of 2s is fine. No, you can play Rengar pouncing to a battlefield. That's why he's so good. You can play him to a battlefield. So he's not been updated he's not been errated at all. So if you wanted to, if you know your opponent's not going to make any major plays where you need him to a battlefield, you can play him on reaction speed to either to your base, pretty much. And so you got the Jhin. Like the Jhin, honestly, well, the Jin's there to fix your energy and your power. The Nidalee's there to fix your card draw. Same thing with Kaisa. The Apothecary's there to fix your card draw. The Fae Folk is there to control them. Because what you want to do is you want to... The reason that you have Star Spring or Forbidding Waste, right? And if you're not doing this tech, you're going first, start, put this guy out, right? And then you come in, let's say they have a guy on their battlefield, right? Say they have where's Inferna? There she is. All right, let's say they have like over here on the battlefield, right? You go, okay, I'll bring him in here. Oop. I'll bring him in here. He brings him in here. You're the attacker. You play Inferna. Trigger Star Spring. Move it back. Inferno's at 4. That's like a pretty standard play. Also, what you can do, if you have Forbidding Waste, you know, let's say they have Pike. You play him turn 1. Turn 2 comes up. You bring Pike over. And then, because they're the defender, they have -2. So Pike becomes a 0. He wins. Goes to the discard. Boom. And that's why you really have these two battlefields. Sunken Temple I like. But because your deck is built to be more aggro based, your Vialmaz is not helping you. Because you need to jungle in and out. So definitely replace this with Sunken Temple or the other one. Targon's Peak is good, but Targon's Peak is also going to help them more than the other, than Star Spring will help you. Does that make sense? And like if you really want to use Rengar Pouncing, you can, but I just think Nidalee is better because Rengar Pouncing has Assault 2. He's a 3 with Assault 2, but Nidalee the 4 already, and she becomes a 5. I mean, if you're attacking, sure, if you play Rengar, he could become a 5, but they both cost power. They both cost the same amount of power, so this card is just superior pretty much in most situations. For extremely niche situations, is Rengar better. I would personally just bench him. And then got Ratchet likes the Void Seekers. And versus that other one where you banish, the reason Void Seeker is so good is because it's a spell. Sometimes you just need to spell the nuke. And it's got the draw 1. So it's the same thing with Confront. Because sometimes you'll be like, you won't have any plays. You'll have 2 mana up, and they're just like, okay, my 5 to your 2. And you're like, all right, well, I can't do anything. but I can use my 2 mana for Confront just to cycle through my deck a little bit quicker. Maybe you need that. Confront's just there to... Confront does something. You know, it closes a game out. But it honestly... I've had considerations of taking it out. And if you wanted to, you could. But really what you're trying to do is, you know, just close the game out with it or get card draw. Another thing too is if you, let's say they have Vex. Oh, this is not going to work. One of the things that's great about this guy is he's got ganking. Because once he's out, even though he's a 2 might, if he's not been, you know, you flip him or play him. When you play him and you pay 3 and a power, right? 3 and a power, which is the same as Nidalee. He becomes a 5 with your legend. And he's ready. And he's got ganking. So you can flip him and do that. So, but you can also, you know, let's say you have Jin and you have a Star Spring. If you have, let's say, where? Star Spring. Vex. So they have a Vex over here. You got yourself a Star Spring, right? Trying to find a punch first. There it is. No. There it is. So you start your turn. Right? You play. You can play anything, really. You can play this guy. Play this guy, give this guy 1 or 2, and then gank. Now he's a 6, 5 or 6, you know. So that's why Pike and Jin are in there as well. They fit that certain very specific need. And if you have the cards, like Arachnid Horror might really work, but Rengar is just better in every way. So I would just bench him. This card, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Ratchet swears by it. But if you don't want to use Void Seekers and you would prefer to use Grim Resolve, I could see an argument. And you'll de-ramp less. How would you squeeze in here to help your deck? I really like that. I mean, if they let you, the thing is your deck is strong. When you have a deck like this, you have all your cards are good. If they let you do your thing, then you'll steamroll them. But the problem is once you start getting against better people, you have to play tighter and tighter, and you're playing more closely together, and then that's probably where you're falling behind, because it's just becoming more difficult. So Whoop, 54.99. How would you squeeze in here to help into your deck? I really like that card. Which one are you talking about? So Whoop, I don't know which card you're talking about, but I'd be happy to talk to you about it. So, because, you know, it, like, honestly, if you can copy Ratchet's deck, it's in all my videos and everything like that. But if you can copy Ratchet's nutty original idea Rengar, you know, run these 3 battlefields. Arena's greatest is for going first. So Star Spring is turn 1. Forbidding Waste is when you're going second. Here to help. Here to help. Here to help is problem with here to help is you may play a unit from your hand to a battlefield you control. And this deck is not about controlling battlefields. So while it's a good card and I've seen people do wonders with it, orange and red are not holding decks. So it's not really going to do you much good. It would work much better for Yi. Say you want to here to help a Vioma into your base or something like that. But you know, Yi is more structured to hold. Biomoss for sure is not helping you 100%. You definitely need Star Tip. Star Spring. Yeah, see, I thought, you know, I like that card too, but then I started to think, oh, okay. Targon's Peak. I don't think you really need Targon's Peak. The great thing about Targon's Peak is that you're ready 2 runes to conquer and play. So if you really feel comfortable with Targon's Peak, you can do it instead of Forbidding Waste. But and Sunken Temple. Sunken Temple, if you really want to, it could proc off a Pike, it could proc off an Italy, it could proc off of this is the other one. Wrong one. You could proc off a Pike. You could proc off an Italy. It could proc off a Jin. You know, you just need to play one unit to run it. And then it could proc off a Rengar. You know, it could proc off anybody. I've had it proc off of Inferno before. And then, so you got the 2 Gem Jammers. These ones, I feel like they're more sideboard cards. It's not really going to help you too much knowing what their hand is. Unless they're Aurora. So that's a for sure. Got the 2. Oh, and First Mate. First Mate is like the gonna help you jungle a little bit more. If you're gonna play this Rengar, if you're not playing Aurora, you need to be able to get in and out. You need to be able to control the battlefield. Now, Misfortune's okay. You probably run that. What's your like? See this curve? This is where most of your cards are going to go. You need more of these cards, and then it starts to go down a little bit. Now, if you want to play a finisher, you know, I guess you could play Arachnid Horror if you want to, but I think you'd be better off. A gem. A hard 8 for 8. Problem is also once you have these really high energy units, you have a unit that costs like 8. You honestly, this guy is godlike as well. You know, if you want to play more later game, this guy is so good. You can drop him off at a battlefield. You know, you can play him to Star Spring, move the unit back, conquer the other one. That's another thing too. You have Star Spring, right? You have Star Spring. And right? So you go 2. Go Inferno, right? Next turn, conquer, right? And then let's say you play play, oh, where's the first mate? Okay, so this is turn 2, right? Let's say they don't have any, I'll send you the list for sure, but check this tech out, right? So, you know, this is your turn 2. This is how your board looks on turn 2, right? And you have first mate in your hand. So they don't have any units on the board. This works really good against Aurora. So you come in here, you score a point, right? And yeah, well, I'll show you some of the ones that are pretty cheap. So, but you come in here, so Star Spring. But first time a player plays a non-token unit here, they move an energy, right? And then when you play me, ready another unit. So you do that, you target that, and you target that, right? So Star Spring will move it. First mate will ready it, and then you can come into the other battlefield. Boom, score for 2. Suddenly you're on the super offensive. They have to do something about you. The only problem is you're really letting things hang. But if you can survive that turn, and then you go up to 4, and then you're like super duper cooking. Then you're like, all right, well, I'll just play Jin. You know? Where is he? I'll just play Jin. I'll move everyone back. And then I'll wait to conquer next turn. You know, and boom. And then you're like, all right, I'll move Jin. I'll make 1 power, 1 energy. I'll play punch first for free. You know? Or you know, I'll move this, move Jin again from Star Spring, make another one. Have 1 energy, 2 power, move this guy in. Punch first for free. You know, play Thrill the Hunt for free. You know, Void Seeker for 1 energy. Boom, I'll Void Seeker that. You know, just getting Jin around. I've had Jin out where I played Jin. And then I played another Jin. Played another Jin, triggered Star Spring. So Jin costs 3. Boop, boop, boop. You know, it's little tricky things like that. Because what you want to do is you either want to, there's times when you want to beat them, and then there's times when you want to fight them, right? There's times when you want to fight them, and there's times when you want to go around them. So let's say Aurelia, you want to dance. Let's say you start your turn, and then you come in here. You don't really have any plays, and then so they'll come in. It's their turn, right? Let's say you're like, this is your board state, right? It looks like this, and then you can sit there and be like, all right, it's their turn. They come in with a unit, right? They're like, okay, I'm going to attack with the Jin. It's like, all right, well, I'll play Nidalee. And they're like, okay, well, I'll play, you know, Vi. Yellow Vi. I'll just, oh, here we go. Frigid Touch. Bellows. Like, okay. Let's say they're going to be like, okay, well, I Frigid Touch and Bellows. It's like, all right, well, I'll Thrill the Hunt. I'll move this guy over here. I know this is a lost cause right now. And then you'll still gain a point on their turn. They're tapped out because they spent so much to try to nuke your guy. And then when you hold, and then when your turn starts, all right, cool. You know? Because Thrill the Hunt is more about protecting. I play it to protect my unit and to get points on their turn. Because if you play Thrill the Hunt on their turn and you go to a battlefield and you conquer it, then you get the point. That's Rengar is built to build points when they're not looking. So you just have to be tricky, weave in and out. I'm going to send you this list right now. And most of these cards, they're easy to get. There we go. Just copy it as best you can. You can do that too. Sometimes you want to do that. One thing you gotta that's really gonna help you is that you can use this to protect a guy. You can use this to put him in a battlefield. You can evacuate him from danger, or you can put him into danger, and or put him into a battlefield. I had this one game. Let's see. I'll show you. This is one of my proudest plays. And oh, I had no. Let's see. Jin. I had a Jin. I was fighting a Victor, right? This was my board state, and I had 2 mana up, and I had Thrill the Hunt. I had Thrill the Hunt up. So he's like, all right, I'm going to tap 6. And he's like, Singularity on him and on him. And he paid the deflect cost, right? So, oh shit. So I was like, all right, well, my last 2, I'll play Thrill the Hunt, right? I'll target him, right? So he comes in, and then I play him there. And then, so it de-targets him from that. And then I'll take Jin into hand. And his whole spell fizzled from that. And then he just was like, all right, well, I'm done. He's like, GG's. He's like, after that, I'm so far behind in tempo. And I still got to keep the battlefield. And nothing died. So, hopefully all that kind of stuff helps. You just have to get really creative. You're free to watch any of the videos that I have on YouTube. I'll try to send you them now. Ooh, I'm at 100. We did it, guys. I'm at 100. And let's see. Content. I'll show you this other one. Just the craziest interactions. Like some of the craziest interactions. And yeah. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to play one more. I'll show you. I'll walk you through more of what I'm thinking if you're still around. I think there's better decks to play, but if, this just matches my personality. You said you want to play Rengar. Hey, Eden. Sorry, my internet dropped out. Welcome back. I feel welcome. Thank you. Running Rengar again. We're helping people out. I'll talk more about what I'm thinking on. First thing I want to see. This is my worst matchup. I might not win this one. All right, we're gonna go with Star Spring. Yeah. Against green, spells aren't that great because of Defy. Got it. Ugh. Makes it. Hmm. This is not going to be a good showcase. I just told you I was going to showcase. I'm just going to play fast, try to get through it. Be a bad game. He's a 2. So this is my tried and true. I'm gonna attack with Star Spring. So that's a 5. Yeah, that's. You know what? We're gonna get out of here. I already know it's gonna be a wash. Thanks for BS me. I'll try to catch you live again. I've been almost up for 36. Some rest. I understand, dude. I understand what that's like. All right. If it's easier, I'm out. This list is the one from my YouTube. My name. Brian. Brian. Oh, do I know this guy? That's crazy. Oh no. So yeah, that list is the one from my. It's the one that I've been using on the YouTube. Oh boy, what a weird one. Weird one. Cooking up the cat man. Meow meow. So I know this guy. He's actually part of my locals. That's kind of crazy. I'm scared, chat. Hey, what's up, Imodium? Azir. Ugh. Hmm. I'll take the play. I know, dude. Second time in a row. Won the China regional yesterday. I don't have any respect for it. I really don't like those things. Token deck guys are just a breed. Oh. Did they add the sounds of shuffling and drawing? They did. Yeah, dude. Let's go. When's 4? Battlefielder. Go here. Yeah, I got surprised. I got jump scared today by the shuffling. It was like bleep, 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 bleep. Got it. Emperor of the Sands. Gorain. And sounds like a nice guy. I do have a thermal beam side. He's gonna pop him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ban it. Two. Let's see. What do I want to do? 3. Yeah, I want. That's what I wanted him to do. So see here, I played the Thrill of the Hunt. I figured he was going to defy it, but I want him to keep dropping runes down. That's okay, because I have the advantage with Jin. And then, yeah. I just got to move this guy back. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm showing Madman here kind of how I would run things. So I'm like letting him, I want him to target me. He should have just targeted him himself. I could draw off the card. But then I could, it's actually more advantageous for him to target me because he's got to pay to deflect. I thrilled that he would defy it on purpose. And then I played the Grim Apothecary to, you know, he's got. Let's see what I top deck. How many Kaises do you have, man? Because I think if you have two, just run 3 Jins. And I think you'll be okay. I think there's a, in theory, that might even work better. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he needs the cards back. All right, so I'm totally going to take out that battlefield. Should I do Rin? That token dies 2, no? No, not that one. Because he killed his own unit with, that was Mighty. That token was made by I Herald. Let's go 5 and 2 for jungling. Yeah, let's come in here. Now see, I'm at an advantage here because if he kills his own guy, I can play Jin. If he kills me, that's still good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do Jin. And then 4. And then we'll be even number. He's got 1 green, so I only have to worry about him charming or doing anything. By the way, I'm going to try your deck. I do want to hear your thoughts about Confront, which I am replaced, but I'm not sure. For watching most of your games, it seems replaceable. I would say that's pretty replaceable. It's just kind of like a card draw engine. Yeah, you got it. Harold. If you could replace it with another 2, you could probably do Grim Resolve and you'd be fine. Yeah, I mean, like, you could probably do, like, Grim Resolve, stuff like that. Yeah. Let's see. You know what I could have done? I could have played World of Hunt on it. Got 1. Go. He's gonna have. Let's go. Five. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 5, 9. He wants Jin dead. 6. So now, Boy Rye's gonna hit hard. Yeah. If I come back here, and I play 1, 2, 3. And then I think honestly that's probably it. Go ahead. That's what I'm gonna go for. Double conquer with Bryn. There's not much he's going to be able to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I agree. Not much he can do. There's really not much he can do. And I'm gonna if he plays anything with reactions, if he spends any mana, I'm gonna do Thrill the Hunt. Rise of Form. Whipping is a reaction window, yeah. See. I thought about it. I only have one thermal beam though. It's so bad. Oh, the suspense. Yeah, I've been working with this guy. Oh, repulses. Madman. Repulse at least having at least 2 repulses is pretty good, I think, for this deck, especially because you're so unit. Three. Yeah, I'm gonna close it up after tonight. Lock it in. God, what is that? All right, let's go. Snapvine really gonna help us? Snapvine will help us. All right, we don't want Grid Seeker. Beam. Up. Hmm. Try this one. I'm getting tired. Field is Jim Tank. Been up for like 20 hours. Got it. Got no gear in his hand. I'm gonna shock the world with him. No audio? Oh, it's because of the gate. So sometimes when I talk back here, it's not. Doing stink. Yeah, yeah. So I have a gate. So there's like a limit because otherwise you're gonna get a bunch of ambient sound, like my dog like snorting and farting. Got it. Let's go. I don't think he was ready for that forbidding waste. Buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna run this one back. I run this one. Blade. Oh, dang. It was worth it. I think he's up on tempo now. He's super high up on tempo. Hmm. Fine. Hmm. Dang, I don't have enough for what's it called? Three. Enough for gin. Do I want to? Let's bring him out. We're cooking. Yeah. Whole a week. I say you did your part. Oh, my sadness. Go. 5. So he had a double cold a week just. He could pump him up enough for it to be smart. He could pump him up for a trade, and that would be smart. But he didn't do it. I don't know if he had the card. He doesn't have any of equipment. He's struggling with finding equipment right. Yeah, 1, 2. I know, dude. Hello, nasty play, LMAO. Hey, thanks for your first time chat. Yeah, that is a nasty play. I was like, oh. The thing is, he doesn't know what's coming, so it feels like really imbalanced. I know him personally. It's funny that we bumped into each other online, and I was like, oh man, dude, I feel so bad. Like, I'd never seen this deck before, and I was like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Gonna have to arise. Let's see. Yeah, you got it. I should have just 2, 4, 6, 4, 6, 8. Oh boy. 2, 4, 10. 10 to man, 4 hours a day we'd be grinding this deck. All right, I'm getting tired, guys. It's 3 a.m. for me. Okay. All right. All right. Well, hopefully that did well. I kind of ran out of energy toward the end. I really appreciate all the subs. I see a bunch of you guys here popped in. Bden, like Witherman, interesting name. Lipe Lima, Penguin Peeper, thank you. And I hope you guys have a really good one. I'm absolutely, I've been up since like 7 and it's 3 now. So I need some rest. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the last stream. Hopefully I fixed them. Emodium. Hey, Emodium, tomorrow I got a skirmish, so I'm going to try to make another vlog video about it. So it's the first skirmish of the season. I'm going to hit them with that Rengar, baby. I'm going to hit them with that Rengar. I'm going to come out on top, baby. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to try to record my matches, and I'm going to see where it goes, and I'm going to get a video posted about it. So I'll see you all. And, you know, and when's your homeboy Ratchet gonna make his vlog? I want to see him. I want to see what he's got cooking. He said he was gonna make one, I think. I'm really excited to watch that. I sit down with a bucket of popcorn, man. Anywho, I am. Again, thank you everybody, and you all have a real rad day, evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world and whatever time zone you're at. GG's. I can, I'll vlog a bit of the Utrecht regional. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're going to Utrecht? I'm not sure I'm prepared for that. You know, it's hard when you're at an event like that because you got so much going on and trying to vlog at the same time, but if you can do it, it makes some really good memories. Yeah. Well, keep me posted about that. I really want to hear how it's going. And then I sent you my Discord information. So if you want to hit me up on Discord and chat it up, and you can share with me there, you can. So or you can send me yours and I'll link up with you through there. But I'll catch you guys around. All right, I'm fading, and I'm fading fast. So I'll see you guys. Have yourself a rad one. Sure will. Awesome, bud. I'll see you.